really get too starstruck from people. And that was like a moment that I was like I knew I was going to meet him when I was coming to the game. And that's like one of my idols. Like LeBron is the GOAT to me. So I don't know. It was just like a crazy moment where I got to meet him in the back.
When Caitlin Clark casually drops into an ESPN Instagram comment section, leaves a perfectly timed two-sentence joke about LeBron James, and sends it ricocheting across the sports internet, it's a reminder of why she has become the face of women's basketball in this country. Yes, the on-court production is exceptional, but it's also the personality, the accessibility, and the sense that she consumes sports the way fans do, scrolling, reacting, and occasionally saying exactly what everyone else was thinking, just sharper. That there's a version of a young superstar who, after a chaotic rookie year filled with hard fouls, non-stop debate, and a media circus, retreats. Many athletes would. After everything that followed her from college into the pros, nobody would have blamed her for going quiet and keeping things tightly managed. Instead, she's joking in the comments about retiring rather than giving up cookies. That's intentional. And it works. The line, "That's why he's him," wasn't just a punchline. It was a genuine acknowledgement of what separates LeBron from almost everyone else. Sustained, obsessive discipline. Cutting sugar and alcohol for recovery sounds simple. It isn't. Doing the boring, unglamorous maintenance work for 2 decades absolutely isn't. When she complimented him inside the joke, she was recognizing that longevity at that level is earned. It was humor layered over respect, which is why it landed cleanly. The fan response amplified everything. LeBron fans embraced it because there was no shade in it. Just appreciation and relatability. Clark fans did what they always do, spread it everywhere. By All-Star Weekend, the comment was circulating alongside actual game highlights. That says something about her current cultural footprint. And that footprint is massive. Her games with the Indiana Fever have driven enormous ratings attention. Her jersey sales have been among the highest in basketball. She entered the WNBA as one of the most discussed athletes in America, not just in women's sports, but across the board. Year 2 brings expectations, scouting adjustments, and pressure. But moments like this show that her impact isn't limited to stat lines. What makes this Instagram exchange bigger than a joke is what it represents. For years, women's sports often lived adjacent to the mainstream sports conversation rather than inside it. Clark riffing casually on a comment about LeBron, and having that interaction trend organically, reflects normalization. It places a women's basketball star inside the same everyday digital sports ecosystem as the biggest name in the NBA, not as a novelty, just as part of the conversation. That matters. LeBron hasn't publicly responded, which almost makes it better. The moment stood on its own. It didn't need amplification from him to travel. There's also a subtle long-term layer here. Clark is 23. The discipline conversation she joked about is something she'll eventually face in her own way. Longevity isn't accidental. The habits that define careers get built early. One day, years from now, she might be the veteran on a podcast explaining what she gave up to keep playing. And some rookie will reply they'd rather retire than quit cookies. That's the cycle. For now, though, it was simple, funny, well-timed, generous, and authentic. 2 sentences. Massive reach. No marketing budget required. On the court or in the comment section, she understands the moment.